Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and I have the Sony Xperia XZ Premium right here, and believe it or not, this will actually be the first Sony device I've ever used, so pretty excited to try it out. Sony sent a review unit on over, but anyways, gonna go ahead and open it up and give some first impressions. Let's get started. And here is the Xperia XZ Premium from Sony. You'll see dual SIM, and then flipping it over on the back, you'll notice, give some information, a lot more specs. 5.5 inch 4K display, 19 megapixel camera, and some others as well. But let's open it up, and right away you do have the device. So it says Xperia, pop that out. It's very rectangular, holding it right away. You'll see it has some stickers on it. I can go ahead and peel those off for you guys if you'd like to. It gives you information on how to charge it. There it says Xperia as well. One more on the front. Peel that guy off as well. Now let's go ahead and power it on. Very interesting indent to the power button on the right side. I'll talk about that in just a second. I'm going to set this to the side, let it boot up, and we're going to take a look at what else is in this box. This is a review unit, so just kind of keep that in mind. Looks like it has a startup guide, and looks like it is missing a couple things. But again, just a review unit. You will not have missing accessories in your box, so interesting that Sony sent me one of these without an AC adapter, but it does have a USB Type A to USB Type C charging cable, as you can see. So the device has booted up, and you'll see that it is very, very reflective on not only the back, but also the front as well. So very reflective device. The corners are a little bit sharp due to its very rectangular shape, and you'll see it booted up, and it did not go to the start screen. So what I'm going to do is actually do a factory reset, just so you can see storage out of the box and a bunch of other good stuff through the setup process as well. And while that factory resets, I want to give you a closer look at the design of this device. A very premium feeling and looking device. Definitely a different design than a lot of manufacturers are using. You'll see on the left side here you have a slot, and I believe this slot is for your micro SD card. So interesting that this pops all the way out. I'm not sure if I actually like that. I wish it was kind of connected to the device. Just in case I lose it or something, if it pops out accidentally, I'll make a note in my review if that actually happens to me, which it seems pretty secure. I just am kind of worried that it would leave a gap, so obviously the water resistance would kind of become compromised. Anyways, here is a look at the USB Type-C slot down at the bottom and a microphone as well. Notice no speaker down at the bottom, which is very promising to see. And then here is a good look at that power button, and notice the indent that is there. So it's very easy to differentiate between these two smaller volume rockers and a large power button right there. Just because there is an indent, very easy, pretty good placement for my thumb anyways. That's right where my thumb rests. So up at the top here, microphone and 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And again, speakers, because there is one down here, and I believe it duals as one up at the top as well with the front-facing camera. Some sensors as well, and then of course on the back you have that camera, some sensors, and a flash. Also would like to mention on the right side at the bottom is a very small camera button as well. So here's just a closer look at that power button, the two smaller volume rockers, and the small camera button as well. So the factory reset is complete. Let's go ahead and get started. A bunch of important information. Going to accept that, and I'm going to run through the setup and only talk about anything that is out of the ordinary or noteworthy. So running through, I set up a pattern for my lock, and for whatever reason, Sony cannot ship phones in the US with a fingerprint scanner, so you cannot have a fingerprint scanner on one of these devices, which is very interesting. I'm not exactly sure why that's the case. I don't really think there's been a definitive statement released, and you'll see Xperia services. I am noticing it does have some weight to it, and also the left and right bezels just kind of feel like there's a good amount of bezel on the left and right. I'm totally okay with the top and bottom bezel, or the chin and the forehead, just because it has those dual speakers, so that's totally fine. A front-facing speaker on the front, I'm totally okay with a bigger chin. But the left and right bezels just feel a little bit larger than I'm used to. I guess you get kind of spoiled when you have the G6 and the S8 out right now. Anyways, this should be just about it. The intelligence engine, I just skipped all of that. And then I'm all set, adding finishing touches, and we're ready to go. Now, we are on the home screen. As usual in unboxing videos, I'd like to jump into settings right away, and out of the box, see how much storage is available. So let's go to storage memory, and advanced storage. There we go. So 14.68 gigs out of 64 gigs used right after a factory reset. That's not setting up any accounts. I did sign into my Wi-Fi account, but that's pretty much it. So overall, it looks like Sony does have a skin in terms of some of their icons are themed. It looks like Google Now cards are integrated in the home launcher, which is good to see. You do have an app drawer. Find apps, sure, why not? Looks like left and right pageant pages with a search on the far left and recommended apps to install. Now, something else noteworthy is when you jump into settings, scroll down, about phone, Android 7.1.1 Nougat out of the box, which is the latest, which is great to see, and hopefully Sony keeps this device updated. In the past, Sony has done a great job keeping their devices updated, so hopefully that is the case. You see settings is themed, a lot of colorful icons on the left side, but overall has a very vanilla stock Android feel to it. You'll see all these icons are the same, at least theme-wise. You can swipe away some notifications. Let's go ahead and jump into the camera app, and you'll see save location. I'm just going to hit no. You can switch modes, and of course there is a button to take a picture. So boom, very quick and easy. I kind of like the camera button. I don't know why they really didn't catch on. It is convenient just pressing a little button right there as opposed to having to block some of the screen and snapping a picture. Either way works, but it is kind of nice. Focus, half press, and press to take the picture. It looks like lots of options. You see video, camera apps, superior audio, and a manual mode as well. More on that in my full review. Now, of course, with it having that 4K display, let's go into display settings. Oh, also worth noting, it has a theme engine, which is always nice to see, ways to customize your device. But anyways, display, looks like you can change the color gamut and contrast along with a white balance change and video image enhancement. So overall, looks like you do have some ways to customize the display to your liking. But right away, it does feel very quick, very fluid, as it should right out of the box. Of course, really nothing installed, but lots more to come in my full review. That's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. Let's launch the camera real quick. Snap a quick picture. A bit of a bummer, though, that it does not have that fingerprint scanner. I believe Sony usually embeds them in their fingerprint scanner, but let's go ahead and sign back in, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. More to come. Stay tuned. Click that subscribe button. You can follow me on various social media as well. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.